Hey, and it's Tuesday. My name's George Geary, and I have a lot of new people watching. So I am doing a whole Easter menu of stuff this week, and just wanted to thank you for watching these programs. And I hope we'll be doing classes in your neck of the woods soon. Uh, we're doing it from my kitchen, and I have about 14 cookbooks out, so you can look under my name, and at the end of the broadcast you can see the email and all that, so you can be on my mailing list and stuff. So what we're doing is a staple on every Easter table, and it's deviled eggs. And there's a place in Pasadena that does these deviled eggs that if you don't order them, they look at you like something's wrong. And it comes on a wooden plaque with 4 or 6 little grooves for the eggs, and it's almost like a fraternity paddle, and they are so good to where you look at how many people are and you say, how many would I eat? Probably about 5 each. So if you ever go to Pasadena, I'll let you know what that is. And I have a problem with boiling eggs. Everybody seems to have a problem, so I'm going to help you with the problem. And what it is, you've got your eggs in a single layer, and you're going to add water over the eggs, just regular water. Doesn't have to be cold or hot, just water. And you want it to go about an inch above the eggs. You don't want to be able to see the tops of the eggs. And you don't want 2 layers of eggs. So you want about an inch, there we go. And then what we're going to do, and this is all on my website, so we're going to start, and we're going to bring it to a boil, and as soon as it comes to a boil, we're going to turn it off, put the lid on, and let it sit with a timer for 10 minutes. It'll cook itself. After the 10 minutes, we're going to take each one out with a spoon and place it in ice water to cool it down. And then we will be ready to peel the eggs. So here's some already done. So we don't put the lid on yet. We're going to watch this. It might be boiling while I do this. So what I have here is a spicy deviled egg. You can do the mayonnaise and mustard and a little bit of paprika on top. But what I do is I take a dozen or 6 to 8 eggs, and I'll take all the insides out. Here's one. And the reason why I have gloves on today is because we aren't cooking this, unlike cookie dough where you cook it. So, and you can use your hands a lot. So I'm going to pull the inside out of your cold egg. You can use a little spoon. And this little antique dish I have. I was trying to think, I need some like that grass or something for the center, or an Easter bunny, a chocolate Easter bunny, something like that. But then somebody would probably grab the chocolate Easter bunny. It doesn't look like a bunch of families are going to be getting together this weekend, so you're going to be doing Easter dinner for only a small amount. So there's our mixture. What I did is I took 1 full egg and put it in here that was hard. Then we've got mayonnaise, and I don't go heavy on the mayonnaise. Some are real mayonnaisey. And these are chunky. Got some fresh cooked bacon, and some green onions, and a little bit of curry powder. And I've got the chopped up pickle or some pickle relish. I made that myself. And I made pickles last season, and I didn't really read everything. It was the first time making them. And so I made them, and I didn't realize they weren't going to be crunchy. In fact, they were limp pickles, and it was pretty sad. So what I had to do is I took all that pickles, food processed them, and made relish, repackaged it, and then learned how the pickles. What happened is the cucumbers were so fresh from the market, and I didn't make the pickles for about 4 days. So the pickles were so fresh. If you've ever gone to a farmer's market and like gotten peaches, if you don't use them within 2 days, you're in trouble. So that's why you shop every day, but now we can't. Here's sriracha, and you can use any kind of hot sauce, but there's a little bit of sriracha. And I'm gonna look at the mixture and see what this looks like, and see if I need more mayonnaise. No, this looks pretty good. And this is chunky. I like it chunky. Gail Gann, a friend of mine that's a pastry chef, and she had some restaurants in the Chicago area. I had made these for a while, and I took my nephew there to her restaurant that was open, and she says, "You've got to try my deviled eggs," and it had sriracha in it, and a lot of people weren't doing sriracha at the time. So there's our mixture. Now this is where you just take 2 spoons and you fill these. And you don't really worry about, take a little bit and you place it in the cavity, add a little more, just like that. And then you're going to take a little bit of greenness. So I'm going to take some of the little bit of onion, place it on top instead of the paprika, because we aren't using paprika. So, and I love a chunky egg. Now this mixture, if you have any left, you can put it on a few pieces of toasted baguette and eat it that way with avocado. You can do about anything you want with it. It's really good. And it's almost like an egg salad with sriracha. Kids probably won't like this because it's a little spicy. If you don't like curry, pull the curry out. But see, I'm just doing this, and you know, the real smooth ones you use in a pastry bag and you pipe it in. This works just easy, and it looks like Grandma made them. And that has a little, needs some. Now what I suggest, see, you've got enough for a couple more. What I suggest is you make sure, if you're making bacon in the morning, just take a few strips extra and hide it, because if I'm around, I'll eat the bacon. And you want to just take a little bit of green on top, and the bacon adds to this really nice. So here's our eggs. These are kind of slippery, so put one hand just like that. And deviled eggs, chunky style. If you don't have pickles or pickle relish, you can pull that out. You don't have to use every single thing I have. That's the thing with cooking versus baking. Baking is a science. You need to have all those things I tell you when we're doing a cake. But if you want, you can pull some of these things out. So anyway, go ahead and make some eggs. So let's go back to this. I'm going to tell you this one more time. So those look good, don't they, Neil?
Very good.
Yeah, you'll get some in a minute. All right. Water's off, burner's off. Put eggs, single layer. Pour water in so it's an inch. When it starts boiling, turn it off. Put the lid on 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes, you're going to scoop these out. You aren't going to run water into this at all. That's where a lot have been trained to cool it down with running water in it. You aren't going to do that. You're going to take a slotted spoon and place it in your ice bath, and then they're done. And you can peel them with cold water. And the eggs are. Thanks a lot for joining us. I hope you have a great Holy Week. Like I said, Friday's Good Friday, and we've got Sunday will be Easter. So take care. Make sure that you are washing your hands. If you're going to serve food that people are going to eat right away, use some gloves. And you can also, if you want, put Ziploc baggies on your hands. Don't use a knife though, because it'll kind of have problems. But I could do this with Ziploc baggies, the gallon size. I'd need gallon size. You probably wouldn't. So anyway, take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.